Welcome to Crypto Corner, everyone. Here are today's hot topics in the cryptoverse. Markets fall significantly over the weekend and the sell-off continues this week in the anticipation of another interest rates hike by the Fed later this week. The US Department of Justice appoints 150 federal prosecutors to combat criminal uses of crypto. Ripple is trying to get their court battle with the SEC to an end. A second fork comes out of Ethereum in the aftermath of the merge. Amazon will be in charge of helping the EU develop a CBDC alongside 4 other companies, and Samsung is named the most active investor in crypto and blockchain startups. I'll get into more details now. Let's get started. Alright, well, hi guys, you're watching Crypto Corner, a video podcast where we talk everything crypto related to help you navigate easily in the cryptoverse. My name is OJ. I started this channel 6 years ago to discuss the latest developments in blockchain tech and to give you my personal opinions and analysis of the markets. And today is no different. We're going to start with a quick analysis of the markets. We see that we did have quite a significant dump, if you wish, over the weekend, and it is continuing today because we actually have another meeting of the Fed, which is scheduled for the 20th and 21st of September. These 2 days, which is just a couple of days from now. These are the dates where we're going to have the next meeting, and it is expected that the Fed will be hiking the interest rates yet again. Now, it is expected, most likely, it will be at least 75 basis points, and to me, this is already priced in because this is what pretty much everyone is expecting. So this dump that we saw over the last few days, it already started towards the end of last week and it continued over the weekend. We see on the weekly, we have in the last 7 days, we have Bitcoin losing more than 15%, Ethereum losing more than 24% of its value, BNB is 11% down on the weekly, XRP is strangely not that much. Today is 6% down on the weekly, not much of a difference. Cardano is 13, almost 14% down. In fact, Solana is 17%. So as you can see across the board, especially on the weekly, we have some big losses. In the last 24 hours, things are slightly less severe, but I mean, Bitcoin is down almost 6%, Ethereum is down 8.35%, BNB 5%, XRP 6%, Cardano 7.5%, Solana 5%, Doge 6%, Polkadot almost 10%, it's 9.26%. Very close to 10% loss. Matic is 8% down, and Shiba at number 10 is 8% down in the last 24 hours. All of this is because of the fact that we're going to see another interest rates hike. Some people are expecting that it will actually exceed 100 basis points, which will be quite a significant hike. They call it the biggest rate hike in 40 years. Definitely, this is something to watch out for. September 20th and 21st is when we're going to have these hearings, and of course the news will come out straight away. I personally feel that even though I'm saying that this is already priced in, I do believe that we are going to see another drop. As this happens, we are going, and especially if it's more than 75 basis points, then we're definitely going to see another drop. However, I don't think it's going to be a huge drop because, as I said, I feel that most of this is already priced in. This is why we have all of this dump. Now, if anyone is surprised by Ethereum's dumping after the merge, then clearly you haven't really watched my videos. This was really to be expected. In fact, even in my last analysis, I talked about Ethereum going into the 1300 region. So as you can see, we do have quite a few support levels before the 1200. We have 1424, which is where we are heading towards right now. We have 1354, which is a very possible scenario. I do believe that the 1300s are coming. We are going to see Ethereum drop to the 1300s level. I personally feel that this is where we're going to get stopped. I don't see a reason for us to be dropping below the 1300 level, but mid 1300s, this is a very likely scenario for me. Well, that's right. That's exactly what happened. We got into the 1300 region. Right now, we're actually challenging the next support. If you see here what we did, we perfectly came into my support levels. We broke the 1400 support level and we came straight to the 1300 level. Around the 1354, which is a support, we actually had a bit of a consolidation. Yesterday, we closed very close to that. We closed at 1320, and now today we actually started dropping even lower, touching the 1279 support level, which I drew previously. And now for the moment this support level is holding us. If this support level doesn't hold us, then we have a lower support level at 1192, which is pretty much 1200. 1200 is a psychological support as well, because it is a round number, and I personally feel that this is the next level that we will be challenging if we are to continue this drop. Now, today it seems like this support was managing to hold us, so we could actually start a recovery from here. However, we do have the interest rates announcement that will be made in a couple of days from now, so at that point, maybe even tomorrow, I mean today is the 19th, tomorrow is the first meeting. I don't know if they're going to announce on the 20th or on the 21st they're going to announce these rates. It is very possible that any information will be leaked straight away, so it could be that even tomorrow we're going to get these news. And if that is to happen, we could actually drop below this support level. We can break it and we can head down towards the 1200 level. So this is the most likely scenario, but from that point on, we're going to start a recovery. I'm going to do technical analysis tomorrow, so I'm not really going to take too much time with it. Let's move on with the news. The DOJ, the Department of Justice, is now launching this network of 150 federal prosecutors that are going to be investigating crypto crimes. So the authority explained that the new network, this is directly from bitcoin.com, the new network will further its efforts to combat the growing threat posed by the illicit use of digital assets to the American public. Now, on the surface, this looks like a network that will be going after really criminals, you know, people who do all kinds of extortion and all kinds of hacks and illegal use of cryptocurrencies. But illegal use of cryptocurrencies could even be something like you not declaring your use of cryptocurrencies to the tax office, right? So this is not going to be necessarily only targeting, you know, the real criminals, the big criminals, the ones that are actually you know, stealing money and stuff like that. It will be detrimental to everyone, I'm afraid. Also, the SEC, the court case, you know, by the Securities and Exchange Commission in America against Ripple, both parties, actually, both the SEC and Ripple now are really eager to get this to an end. As if you remember, it was August that we were expecting to have the last hearing and everything. So by this point, both parties claim that the judge already has all the information that they need. So they're really wanting to get this resolved. So at this point, we are really getting towards the end of this lengthy court case, which has been taking, what is it, a couple of years already? Which is something that I expected. If you've been watching this channel, if you've been following me for a while, back in 2020, when they actually started this court case, I said that these cases take a long time and that I don't expect it to be resolved in the next year, most likely a couple of years. It's been a couple of years already. By the end of this year, by November, it will be exactly 2 years since it began. So at this point, everyone is really wanting to get a resolution. I'm afraid that if the SEC finds that Ripple was selling XRP as a security, that will really open the door for many other tokens that were sold through ICOs to be deemed securities, to gain big fines and maybe even court cases that will be detrimental to the price, the value of these tokens. And of course, holders of these tokens will be significantly affected, just like they are with XRP. So it's very important what's going to come out of this case, and it is about time that we get a resolution. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, I wasn't aware, but apparently the merge caused not just one but two hard forks, and the two hard forks are, of course, the first one is Ethereum proof of work called ETHW. This is a fork that I already reported upon, and you can actually see the value is around $5 today. This is exactly what I said in my previous it wasn't in my last video, I think it was a couple of episodes ago or 3 episodes ago. At the point they were speculatively trading this fork as derivatives, as futures, and it had a price of around $100, maybe $120 at its peak. But I told you, as soon as this fork happens and people get hold of their coins, they're going to rush into the exchanges and they will be selling it in bulk. Therefore the price will be crashing, and it is already in quite a few exchanges. It's on OKX, FTX, it is on Bybit and Bitfinex and Gate.io and Bitfinex and Poloniex and everything. So it is on a lot of exchanges, and the price right now is exactly what I thought. I said $4 to $5, maybe $7 at best. Yesterday it was around $7. Today it is around $5. No surprise there. If you managed to get these tokens and sell them already, then good for you. If you didn't manage to sell them yet, then you might want to wait a little bit until the selling pressure goes down a little, and hopefully the price goes up a little, but don't expect miracles. If you're waiting for this token to get into the hundreds, then you might be disappointed. Even if it does that, it will be in the next bull market when everything will be going up a lot. And my personal strategy is sell these tokens now, invest the money into a better token with better fundamentals, and then during the next bull market that token gives you 2, 3, 500% gains. This token, I don't think it's going to be going that much. Look at what's happened with BCH. Look at even what's happening with Litecoin. You know, these are forks of Bitcoin that were supposed to compete with Bitcoin. They are not making nearly as much gains in a bull market as Bitcoin is doing. So this is pretty much the same thing. The next hard fork is called Ethereum Fair, ETF. It is $1.15 right now, and again, it is on a few exchanges, not as many though. Huobi Global is trading this one, and Poloniex is trading this one, even though Poloniex actually is not trading this fork. This is wrong. Poloniex is trading Ethereum proof of work. Poloniex is trading this fork, but they renamed it into ETF. So falsely giving the impression that they're actually trading this fork here, ETF. They're not. They're trading Ethereum proof of work by changing the ticker symbol into ETF. As you can see, the price is $4.24, and this is the price of the ETHW fork. Right? This is, well, $5 here, but if you look on some of these exchanges, it's actually under $5. So this is why I'm saying make sure that you don't make the mistake. If you have ETHW, you can actually trade it on Poloniex. It's just that it will be named ETF. Now, I can't really vouch for the legitimacy of either of these forks. I personally think that the ETHW fork is slightly more legitimate, so if you want to claim that fork and if you want to get these coins and go and sell them on an exchange, that's alright. The other fork, I didn't really hear anything about it until this article in bitcoin.com. I personally, when I try to add it to my MetaMask, I'm not really seeing the coins show up in my MetaMask wallet, and luckily I keep very little amounts of anything in my MetaMask, so that even if something goes wrong, I'm not going to have a big loss or anything like that. But bear in mind that if you have a lot of coins in, especially a lot of Ether in your MetaMask, it is a little bit risky when you are doing these kind of things, trying to claim forks and stuff like that. Usually it's good to actually move your coins from that wallet into another wallet and then claim any fork, because the fork is actually giving you the amount of coins that you had at the time of the snapshot. So if that fork has already occurred and the snapshot has already been taken, then it doesn't really matter if you move your coins now, already post factum, after the fact. If you move them to another wallet, you can still claim the forked coins. So this is probably the safest, not probably, this is the safest way. If you're going to be claiming any forks, make sure that first you empty your wallet, and of course make sure that you do it after a snapshot is taken, but empty your wallet, move your coins into a safer place, claim a fork, because if something goes wrong and if there's any vulnerability or any glitches and things and exploits, then you might lose your coins. So at least you want to be having that risk with an empty wallet, with a wallet that's already you moved your coins, and the coins that you are owed from the snapshot, from the fork, even if you lose those, at least it's only those. You're not losing your actual Ether or whatever other token has been forked. So this is just a side note. Let's move on. Let's continue with the news. So in other news, we have this here. Amazon, alongside 4 other companies, were chosen to be helping the EU to develop their central bank digital currency. Now, the Bitcoinist is explaining why Amazon was actually one of the 4 companies that were chosen, and it is mainly because it is already a multinational company, technology company. Also, they've been dealing with financial services for a very long time, and they have a vast knowledge and experience. They are regarded, they say here, as one of the most influential economics and cultural forces in the world. Amazon will help in putting up interfaces that focus on e-commerce payments. So this is where actually Amazon steps in the game, because when I first read, that was on Friday, I read the article that there are 4 companies or 5 companies that are going to be helping the EU develop their CBDC, and that Amazon was one of them. I was like, Amazon of all places, they have been filing for blockchain patents for a long time, but they never really did anything to do with blockchain. They never implemented blockchain in their technology. They didn't even accept Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency yet. So how come they are so knowledgeable about CBDC? Well, they actually step in when it comes to the e-commerce side, which makes perfect sense. It's not really such a big story, so I'm not going to take too much time with it. A study shows that Samsung is now the most active investor in crypto and blockchain startups. There have been quite a lot of studies made recently. According to this one, 40 corporations are investing $6 billion in different blockchain startups and development in blockchain, including metaverse projects, NFT projects, and many other ones. These are the ones, you can see them here. Alphabet, BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, these are the leaders. Then we have Samsung, we have Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, and PayPal. And they're investing in companies like Circle, FTX, Dapper Labs, Fireblocks. Of course, no surprise there. Blockchain Demon, Elwood, CoinMetrics, Certic, as I call it. This is one of the biggest companies for certifying or doing audits on blockchain companies and tokens and stuff like that. So this is the study. I mean, it just proves once again that crypto is not going anywhere. Anyone who is declaring crypto debt just because it is down by 70, 80, some of the coins by 90% during this bear market, clearly doesn't really have enough experience in this field. It hasn't been around for long enough to know that a bear market is just that. It is a bear market, is a prolonged period throughout which we see a huge correction, a huge drop in the value of most of these companies that are going through this bear market. With crypto, this bear market is already taking most of the projects more than 80 and 90% down from their respective all-time highs. Only Bitcoin and Ethereum are holding strong, and Binance, the top 3 coins are actually the only ones that are less than 80% down from their all-time highs. You can see that here. We have Bitcoin 72% down, Ethereum 72% down, Binance 62% down. Everything else is either 80 plus or even 90 plus percent down. XRP 91% down. Cardano ADA 85% down. Solana 87% down. Doge 92% down. Polkadot 88% down. You see, everything is 80 and 90% plus. So This is typical. This is what a bear market looks like. Remember this, because we've had that already in 2018, 2019. We've even had that before that in 2013, 2014. So this is not new. This is what the markets are. They're cyclical. So once this cycle ends, we're going to start the next bull run. Once we start the next bull run, we're going to see again 300, 400, 500% gains, 1000% gains, 2000% gains, 20,000% gains on some coins. These will be the new tokens, the new projects, and of course, if they're correctly positioned in the right space, in the right sector, they will be making these huge gains. I will be covering those just as I always do. So make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode, and make sure that you follow all of my updates. And also make sure that you leave a like and a comment below. Show your appreciation for my content, for which I am very grateful. Thanks for staying until the end of this video. Make sure you're subscribed, and while you're here, just pick another one of my videos. I'm gonna see you in the next one.